When life gives you lemons, squeeze them into your eggs? Yep, you heard that right. They may seem like strange bedfellows, but they couldn't be more perfect for each other. Scrambled eggs are one of the first dishes that many home cooks learn how to make. They're incredibly simple to whip up. Not to mention, they're endlessly customizable and make the perfect base for whatever you have left over in your fridge. Take a sprinkle of cheese, a few chopped veggies, some fresh herbs, perhaps a dash of hot sauce, and your plain Jane scrambled eggs go from frumpy to fabulous. However, even in such a seemingly straightforward dish, there's plenty of room for errors. You might crank the heat up too fast rather than cooking them low and slow as advised. You might use the wrong kind of pan, or perhaps you added way too much milk or cream and got the texture all wrong as a result. Over the years, there's a good chance you've played around with different scrambled egg hacks and tricks in the quest for the perfect fluffy, not flat scrambled eggs. However, there's one ingredient that can be a huge game changer, and luckily for you, it's one you likely have in your fridge already.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Oh, those
yes!
are the new ones?
Yes! Yes!
And that ingredient is lemon juice. Now, lemon juice may not be the first ingredient that comes to mind when you envision flawless scrambled eggs, but it works for a reason. You might already know that lemon juice adds a touch of bright acidity that can help liven up any dish. Yet, it's not the flavor alone that elevates scrambled eggs. It's how it affects the chemistry of the dish and the cooking process. That's because adding a small amount of lemon juice as you're whipping the eggs slightly changes the structure of the protein-packed dish. It creates air pockets in the eggs, yielding a fluffier, cloud-like final product, which is what you want in perfect scrambled eggs. The simple citrus addition also slows down the cooking process, improving the texture of the final product. While the creamy, fluffy texture is where the lemon juice works its magic, it contributes to the flavor profile as well. You see, lemon juice causes you to salivate and has a similar impact on your taste buds that salt does, helping to enhance the other flavors in the dish. The amount needed is ultimately a matter of preference, but it's recommended you start with about half a teaspoon for every 2 to 3 eggs you're scrambling, and then adjust if desired.
But why?
Still not exactly sure how something as simple as a squeeze of lemon juice can impact the overall texture of scrambled eggs? While the citrus works its magic on the proteins in the egg, it's also this simple matter of introducing extra moisture. Lemon juice contains water, which dilutes the egg proteins and allows them to cook more slowly. The moisture in the lemon juice evaporates, creating steam, and it's the steam that helps give your eggs that soft, fluffy texture that many prize in their scrambled eggs. The tip is also useful if you're the type who wants to make scrambled eggs for a crowd in advance. When they're not served fresh off the stove, scrambled eggs can get a gray or green tint to them. You may recognize the hue from when you get that unappealing ring around the yolk of your hard-boiled egg. The discoloration is because of the same chemical reaction, where the iron in the egg yolks reacts with the hydrogen sulfide in the egg whites to create iron sulfide. Therefore, adding a bit of lemon juice can neutralize this reaction and leave you with eggs that maintain that desired buttery yellow hue. You may want to consider the magic of lemon juice with other egg preparations as well. When cookbook author and television personality Nigella Lawson demonstrated how to craft her Turkish poached egg in a BBC clip, she also shared a citrus-based tip. As she explained, when she's poaching eggs, she adds a teaspoon of lemon juice atop the egg white before she scoops it into the poaching water. According to Lawson, a teaspoon or so of lemon juice added in this manner helps the egg hold its shape, which is often a challenge for poached eggs. You could also use the tip to make picture-perfect Eggs Benedict, perfectly poached eggs for avocado toast, or whatever poached egg dish you dream of whipping up at home.